with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 331, 331. Jack.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Right.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, son. Easy. Green 19, get that. You got a mini back.
Here's Fields. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
On the double. Ready, ready. 12 pink, 10 black. Hut.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Shifts by him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Come on, go red. Yellow, 43, set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And spins away. And this return going to come to a quick end as as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Fields now to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Spike 60. Red 38. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Yellow 43. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Mason Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on, set, hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here we go. Hey, 319 gets set. Chip slant. Right.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Fields, you know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's Fields. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
21-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
West right zip. 222, 222. Right.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Go.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Fields. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Touch. Hey, can. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. A chant hit and the ball is held. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Ready.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Set. 33. Yellow. Go. Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now Fields going to move them around.
Oh, let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green night tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now it's Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castillo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 10.
Striker. Check striker. Here we go. Set. Yellow. 40. Hut.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, red. Green jack. Hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll be caught by Rice. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready?
And now here's a carry heading left. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
52 blue. Black shot. Hey, blue. Fury, yellow. Set, cut.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a second and 10.
Alpha. Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58 shot. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it go again. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22, claws red. Smash, red. Yellow, zoom. Green jack.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
Dolphins 7. Cam Little to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Up the middle, Ochan. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marvin Mims from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard at up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, they'll throw. A short throw to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go now. Set.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him.
Here we go.
And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, can. All right.
Off play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Green 19, can I see that? Hey, Can. Tight.
They snap it to Fields. He'll try to do it himself. He finds his man complete. That's Castillo. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field possession.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Set. Hut.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 53 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Fields now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Throw caught by Achane. And it gets us up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, son.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Achane on the counter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
For a Dolphins 1st down.
Here we go. We're good.
1st and 10 at the
What's right there?
36-yard line.
It's all right.
Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Dolphins 1st down.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Don't jump. Ready? 19 windy.
Here's Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Is it all right?
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go, is it all right? 331. Is it all right?
Now Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
Down. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
1st down.
Watch out now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check, cut.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, Ken.
From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
No mas. Right.
Now it's Fields. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Right. Alpha. Go.
And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl